Evening guys, it's Carl from the Two Traders. It's been a little while since I've done a video on a breakdown of the market, so I'm going to break this Australian dollar, US dollar chart down for you and just show you kind of how the market's working and what it's thinking. We're going to look a little bit of volume, spikes, and just to see what this is telling us and where it wants to go next, pretty much. Okay, so let's start from kind of January 18. I'm going to walk you through the whole chart. So January 18, we kind of hit this high here off of September 17 high. Then what we've seen down here is volume really pick up and drive the market down. Then what we've got to look at here, this here is reacting to this level and this level and this level. Yeah, so as you can see here, let's get this level on the chart. As you can see, so this level's kind of set of resistance, support, breakthrough, retest, and as you can see down here, as we've retested, the volume's pretty low, and it's not until we start to reject that volume picks up to drive this price down. And again, when we stop here, we've got two more levels on the chart. So we've got this level. You can always guarantee there's going to be more than one, so we're going to go with here. Yes, we've driven down, tested this level, back up. What level are we testing here? We're testing this one. Bet your life, volume has dropped down again, and it's not until we test and then break through this level, so we've weakened it here, and we've come down to test this level. Now we've consolidated as well here, volume drops off a little, and then we see a pick up in volume to boost this price down. Now what's happened here, this previous support is now acting as a resistance level. So we've seen price get near to it and kind of driven down, but also price doesn't really want to come low here, because you can see here there's a lot of volume and it's kind of pushed price on to get away from this area. And then we've tested with lower volume, and then as the volume picks up, we come down. Now 3rd of January 2019, we had this huge spike down. When you see something like this with volume like this is a huge sign. Firstly, there's so much buying power down here, and the sellers just couldn't maintain and push that lower. So you can bet your life that when this happens and you're left with a small body with a huge wick with big volume, that the price is going to push back on. So that's what we saw here. We saw price push on. It got to this level here, which is a low from kind of these wicks, this wick area here, where we had a fair bit of volume to push price up. Come down. We've actually created there. I can see that. Where are you? Head and shoulders pattern there. What we've seen is come up, test, come back up, test his left shoulder, drop down, volumes drop low. That tends to mean that trend there is coming to an end when volume drops off, and we've kind of consolidated here where price doesn't really have any real direction. This move here, it's not a kind of, it's a low volume, not a lot in that. and we kind of tested this bottom here, tested it, come through it quite easy, and then volumes picked up as soon as we've come through that to push price even lower. But then we're coming back down to this wick here, where we know this area here is there's a lot of buyers, so we've got to use up that liquidity, all those buyers down here. When we come in, we're going to have the buyers from this level pushing it up, come back a bit lower, still buyers, push that price back up. Look at the volume there to push that price up. But now we've got this previous support turned into resistance, and that's what we're bouncing off of now. And then we've seen a huge rise in volume here. From here it was kind of just drifting down, testing the water, and then we've consolidated down the bottom. We've had these kind of large wicks here with reasonable volume, you can see. So again, it's like what it's not like this one. This is a huge sign of what's going to happen. These ones are signs that the market's going to push on higher. So really, you could have entered here on a swing trade. You could have waited for it to come down, entered swing trade, and had your stop loss below this first one here. And you could have got out here, or you could have held it a little bit longer. So anyway, we've got this. So this is a sign the market's going to push back up. Now we know that this is around about here is a strong level. You can see that because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 potential tests of that area. So we know it's not very likely to break. So here we've seen price push up. The volume's low, so there's not a lot of meaningfulness there. And then we've seen here as volume picks up on these ones, the price wants to push back higher. But first of all, we need to kind of test this level, which we've done, come back down, test this level. We've still got these buyers down here. And then we've come back up, and we've just about broken through this previous high here, but we're still not happy, and we're going to come back down. Volume's pretty low, so the move's not great. It's not until we get to this level here, we've got a volume as we're high volume, and a push down as we're hitting this level again. And as we come into kind of December, January, we've got a head and shoulders pattern I can see going on here as well. So you've got the possibility here of what's happened. We've got this strong resistance here now, 1, 2. Chances are this is going to come down, test this neckline here. We might come down. I don't think we're going to come down all the way, because we've got this is a fair support. If we're going to come down, we might pop down. We might, if we break this neckline, we'll probably come down here, retest this level here. Then as we head back up, we're probably, the most likely scenario is test this resistance. And then you've got a nice fresh supply zone up here as well. So it's just a kind of, it was just to show you guys how the market works, what these, everything's relating to something. So when you see a trend as such, so you could put on a trend line as such here, and here, these are actually relating to other points that we've seen. Here we're relating to all of this. Here we've got this level and this level. Here we're relating to this level, this level, this level. Yeah, so see this red line. So although it's you've got your trend line, the trends, it's a difficult one to explain. It's made up before you see it. So you could see this coming down here. It's going to touch this. It's going to look like a false breakout possibly. If we break through and then back up, chances are it's going to hit this trend line. But this trend line here, where it's going to hit, is actually from this high. So it's learning the actual mechanics behind the market, the trend lines, looking into the volume and what that means, the money that's getting involved in the market. You've got to build that picture. It's a puzzle. You've got to put it all together and see the bigger picture. Generally, this trend line now everyone's spotted it. When you guys, when a lot of people, what a lot of people are going to do, it's going to come here, and a lot of people are going to buy. And what you're going to see the market do, most likely, is come through this neckline. People are going to buy, stop loss just here. It's going to test the neckline. Then we're going to see the market come down and actually test this level here. So it's going to look like a fake breakout and then smash on high, not to test the trend line, but actually to test this level. Right, guys, that's pretty much it. It's short video, like 11-minute, 12-minute video. I hope you've learned something from it, and I'll be doing more. Cheers, guys.